66 million years ago, the most dangerous animal that ever walked the earth went extinct. The world moved on without him. Forests grew. Continents drifted. New predators rose. New rules were written. But what would happen if a T-Rex came back, today, in the largest rainforest on the planet? "12 meters long, 8 tons, a pair of eyes sharper than any bird of prey alive today. In his own world, the air was thinner, drier, readable. Here, everything screams at once, and his brain has no framework for it. His first step breaks a branch that has been hanging in the canopy for over a century. The sound carries for kilometers. Every bird within earshot takes flight at the same moment. And somewhere, deeper in the forest, something much quieter goes very, very still. The Amazon now knows he is here. And he is 66 million years late. And the question is simple: can it survive? A Tyrannosaurus this size needs 40,000 calories a day just to stand still. And the forest has just given him a target: 60 kilograms of mammal drinking at the edge of a stream. He sees the movement and freezes. In his world, freezing is the right move. Most predators here lose interest when their prey stops running. But the T-Rex is not most predators. Three strides, 4 seconds, 8 minutes of feeding. Most of it goes down whole because his jaws were never built to portion meat. They were built to crush bone. On paper, a perfect hunt. In reality, 60 kilograms covers maybe a third of what his body needs today. And he is about to learn the first rule of this place. In the Amazon, size is not power. Size is a disadvantage. Day 2, and the forest has already started killing him. Slowly, quietly, without a single fight. His body produces its own heat and relies on the world around it to bleed that heat away. The Cretaceous had open skies, wind, evaporation, but the Amazon has none of those things. The canopy traps warm air at ground level, and humidity sits at 88%. By midday, his core temperature has climbed several degrees past where it should be. He is overheating. And the entire jungle can hear it. 30 meters above his shoulder, a jaguar is making a calculation. 95 kilograms, apex predator across 50 square kilometers. He has killed anacondas, caimans, other jaguars. He is afraid of almost nothing. And yet, he does not move. Because in a forest where every successful hunt depends on being invisible until the final second, the giant below is the loudest, heaviest, and most obvious creature the jungle has ever seen. No ambush, no clash of titans. The jaguar simply waits, and the T-Rex walks directly underneath him, completely unaware. By day 3, he is desperate. His muscles cramp, his movements slow. And then, Finally, the scent of water. But the river has its own king. 5 meters of green muscle, 80 kilograms. A green anaconda that has ruled this stretch of water for over a decade. But this time, the anaconda faces an opponent of a bigger size. An animal that has killed almost everything it has ever met, just met something its evolution never prepared it for. It wasn't even close. For the moment, the river belongs to the T-Rex. But in this jungle, nothing hunts alone for long. It's only day 4, and every weapon he has, his teeth, his muscles, his armor of ancient hide, becomes useless. Because what is hunting him now cannot be bitten and cannot even be seen. The Amazon holds some of the densest biting insect populations on Earth, 2,000 species per square kilometer. Mosquitoes, horseflies, black flies, and botflies. Every exposed surface of his body becomes a target. The skin around his eyes, the interior of his nostrils, the thin hide beneath his forelimbs. And in the water, leeches are attaching to his legs by the dozen. Quietly, he is now carrying several kilograms of parasites feeding on him continuously. He doesn't notice. He can't. His nervous system was never built to register anything this small, and that's about to cost him. The T-Rex is about to fight the only creature in this forest that can match him in raw power. A black caiman, the largest predator in the Amazon's water systems. The reason jaguars swim carefully, and the reason anacondas yield territory. 500 kilograms of reptilian muscle, the second strongest bite in the modern animal kingdom, a pressure that could crush the femur of a cow. And he has just decided he has overstayed his welcome. What follows is brutal, but it won't last. The full force of the caiman's bite collapses under jaws built to crush armored skulls. 500 kilograms of meat, 180,000 calories. On paper, a complete victory. But the caiman's teeth broke his skin in 4 places. In his world, those wounds would have healed in 2 weeks. But he is not in his world. The river water he has been standing in for 3 days contains some of the most aggressive bacteria on Earth. Aeromonas, Pseudomonas, Clostridium, Streptococcus, organisms that evolved over tens of millions of years specifically to exploit any opening in a living host. His immune system is 66 million years old. It has never met any of these. It has no memory of them, and it does not know how to fight what it cannot see. By midday, the tissue around the wound is warm and inflamed. Somewhere in his bloodstream, the first traces of sepsis are forming. And he keeps hunting because he doesn't know any of this is happening. Something extraordinary has happened. Within a 20-kilometer radius around him, the entire ecosystem has rearranged itself. Tapirs have relocated. Capybaras are drinking at different bends of the river. Even the caimans have moved upstream beyond his known range. Every prey species in the region now has a learned awareness of where he is at any given hour, and their lives are being rerouted around him. 14 hours of hunting for just one 15-kilogram juvenile capybara. Today, his body burns 45,000 calories. He has consumed less than 20. The deficit every day is roughly 25,000 calories, and the only thing available to cover it is his own body. The feedback loop has started. Less food, less muscle, less speed, less successful hunts. And feedback loops in nature rarely end well. The storm arrives, the kind only the Amazon knows how to produce. Within an hour, the forest floor becomes running water. The river rises a full meter in 2 hours. Even the shallows where he cooled himself become dangerous. Without warning, his leg simply stopped supporting his weight. The infection has reached his bloodstream. His core temperature is critically high. Multiple organs are now failing under the combined load of bacteria, parasites, and starvation. 8 days ago, it moved like an apex predator. He won every fight. The jaguar stayed in its tree. The anaconda was cut in half. The caiman's skull collapsed in a single bite. But this time, it seems his fate is sealed because survival here was never about combat. It was about heat, about insects, about bacteria too small to see. He was the most perfect predator that ever lived, in a world that had already learned to live without him. The Amazon has stood for 66 million years, and it will stand for 66 million more without him.